And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. We are settling into our final round of the evening, our final series, our final PvP. Let's go. Let's jump on in. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Oceanborn, we have the red Protoss player representing Team Little Fairy. Pressure is on. It is Shameless. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player. He has been wreaking havoc the entire group, and we have not casted him yet tonight. So finally, we can feature the one, the only, representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Art. Let's go. We have our PvP. We have the final series of the night. Now, I had to make a tough choice. It was either this PvP or Strange versus Wayne. We have done the math, and unfortunately, it looks like we have our secured 3 players advancing on. Technically, these 3 players, they can still be shuffled around when it comes to their placement in the group. That is true. When it comes to their seeding, so seeding can be influenced, but outside of that, I believe it's going to be Art, Strange, and Wayne advancing on, and Shameless, Nikic, and Protoss Xavier will not be able to make it out of the group. But I did want to feature Art. I did want to feature Art at least because Art has been doing so well here today, and it feels like a crime that we have not casted him. So I want to see some Art. Show me what you got. I'm here to experience Art, and we'll see if he's able to have a dominant showing here like he has done so off stream up against Shameless. You know, maybe he's shy. You know, maybe if someone's watching, maybe that's where he slips up. It's possible. It's possible. Could be camera shy. We're about to find out. For now, 2-gate opener. It's going to be a 2-gate opener out of Art. Likewise, Shameless just going for a 2-gate opener as well. So far, mirrored builds. We can settle in. Can settle in. Also, my apologies, but predictions are open. I think by now they would have already been closed, but get your gamma going while you can, whilst you could. Also, I have to make a decision as well if I should sleep. I should sleep after this, but I just woke up, so it's gonna be a rough day of casting. Not gonna lie. We have 4 events, so I guess we have back-to-back casts. We have Fire Cup right now, of course. That's gonna be followed by KSL. KSL is in how many hours? It's gonna be in around 9 hours time, or 8.5 hours from this message, I believe. So in 8.5 hours, we have KSL. 8 hours after that, we have a Lima League. And then 24 hours from now, or less than 24 hours at this point, we have Group B of Fire Cup. So, a lot of things to cast. A lot of tournaments. So Fire Cup into KSL, into a Lima League, into Fire Cup, into STC. From MSO, of course, remember, MSO was earlier today as well, or last night, technically. So, very intense weekend for us. Very intense. I mean, you know, going back to our roots here, we used to cast 2-3 times a day more regularly. During the off-season, we've been, you know, being a little bit lazier. We've been taking our time, taking some days off here and there, sometimes just 1 cast a day. Now we're back. Now we're back to non-stop casting. Let's go. Let's go. As hallucinations are being sent out. Do you have hallucination scout for the main? Likewise, hallucination scouts here across the map from Art as well. Both players are going to read what's going on. It is going to be a Twilight Council opener out of Art. Likewise, Twilight Council out of Shameless as well. It's going to be Blink. Blink from both sides. Mirrored builds. For now. We are mirroring each other. Short nap then. I guess I probably should. The problem is, I'll be honest, the problem with having a nap before KSL, I should, but I literally just woke up before this cast, so I'm pretty awake. I had a nap after MSO. I had like a 3 to 4 hour nap. So I'll probably stay up and like do some work, like work on some VODs, like work on some Yeah, so I'll probably work on the MSO VOD, actually. I'll work on the MSO VOD. Maybe get some breakfast. Breakfast would be good. And then I'll have a short nap. I'll try my best to nap. It's gonna be necessary. It's gonna be like accumulating like fatigue if I don't, right? Like if I don't nap before KSL, I'm gonna be dead for Elite League. And for Fire Cup, you know, like the effects are gonna be felt later on tonight if I don't nap, so I'll do my best. As we see, Shameless moving out initially here does have, of course, Blink, so does his opponents. We have some Sentries with Force Fields. We do have a Shield Battery and an Overcharge here for Art, so Art should be fine. He should be able to defend. Meanwhile, really, it's a distraction. Shameless trying to drag the attention of Art towards the third base. Meanwhile, we have Adepts threading a shade into the natural. But Art is ready. Art is in position. Oh, does blink away in time. Doesn't lose the Stalker yet. Sentry under fire. One sentry goes down. Meanwhile, Adepts, they shade into the main. They shade into the main base instead. They get one, they get two, they get almost 3 probe kills. There we go. 3 probes go down, and Shameless backs up. So 3 probe kills. Shameless does take an economic lead. And Shameless is taking into Charge Lots and Archons. Meanwhile, Art himself is taking likewise into Immortals and Charge Lots instead. No Archon production out of Art. Okay. You have my attention. No Archons. But now moving forward, threatening the main army. Shameless getting a second Temple Archives. Don't think he realized he already threw down the first. Dives on the main army. Oh, bit of miscontrol. Shameless. Oh, that's a kill? Oh, no. Good. The pressure setting in here. Shameless miscontrol kills his own Stalker. That was a kill, not a cancel on the Nexus. That is a lot of money down the drain. A lot of minerals down the drain there for Shameless. At the same time, Adept counterattack, 5 probe kills. Ay. Art, he's popping off. He's popping off. On top of that, Shameless, he makes a second Temple Archives. So, double the Temple Archives, and Art has momentum. Is moving out. Clearly, time to get breakfast at Macca's. Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, Macca's breakfast is something else. It does hit different. I'll probably make some ramen, make some noodles. As Charge Lots, they collapse in, they get on top of some of these sentries. There's that one Archon putting in a lot of work for Shameless, but reinforcements are on the way. Art's going for a Dark Shrine behind this. That's another denial of the expansion. That's a cancel this time, not a kill. Is the sleep-deprived light better? I'm not Björn. You have players like Björn and Clem that can like pop off and win tournaments off of like 1 hour sleep. That's not me, Papi. I need my sleep. As Charge Lots, they collapse in, they shut down the shield battery, and Art, he's overwhelming. He's overwhelming the army here of Shameless. Too many mistakes too quickly. Things just overwhelming out of control, and GG gets called. Art, he does pop off. He takes game number 1. GG. Oh my god. Again, very solid play out of Art. Meanwhile, Shameless, we saw one too many mistakes over and over again there from Shameless. Whether it came to losing his expansion, whether it came to killing some of his own units, whether it came to that second Temple Archives as well. These are mistakes we do not expect out of Shameless. We don't expect these mistakes, so that was very surprising to me. It was very surprising, but it could be a stamina thing, right? I don't know how often Shameless is one to play series after series after series after series, 5 best of 2s back to back to back to back. That is definitely a factor coming into play here in this round robin group stage. And towards the end of the group, that fatigue may be setting in. Especially if he didn't nap beforehand. Esther Shameless, did he nap? Does he need more juice? Get this man some apples. Someone send him some apples. We need to make the juice. Oh no. But here we go. Spawning in the top right hand corner of Crimson Court, we have the Red Protoss player. The Red Protoss representing Team Little Fairy down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back and tie things up 1-1. It is a Shameless. so shameless. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player representing Team Platinum Heroes. It is Art. And again, Art, he has been popping off here tonight. He has only dropped a map to the Terran of all players, a more unknown Terran of Proto. God, keep forgetting his name. Protozaver. Ah. Protozaver even. That's it. That's what I was saying. Protozaver. But yeah, the only player to take a map off of Art was Protozaver, a more unknown Terran player. So very impressive by the Terran. But likewise, even more impressive by Art for having a performance this strong. And can he keep it up? Can he take another win here and get the 2-0? For now, Art. Okay, there we go. He's going for his second gateway. So 2 gate opener out of Art. Likewise, 2 gate opener out of Shameless as well. So far, so good. So far, so good. I want food. I might save my ramen, actually. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, most likely we'll be working on Master Swan Open VODs, on Code for Giants Cup thumbnails as well afterwards. That'll be the plan for myself. Will be the plan as we enter the weekend. Oh, again, this is also a PSA. Alima League, there are 2 Alima Leagues this week. There's 2 Alima Leagues this week, and it is, of course, in less than 24 hours. The reason for that is because the next week's Alima League is rescheduled to this week. There's no time next week, I believe. CranKy is going to be unavailable, and CranKy is, of course, the main Korean caster. So to accommodate for that, that is why we do have 2 Alima Leagues this week instead. For those that are curious. And again, if you've been enjoying Alima League, or if you haven't been able to watch it live, then I do recommend checking out our YouTube channel. Both Alima League 229 and 230 are on our YouTube channel as we speak. It's all there. It's all uploaded. So you can check it out if you wish. Otherwise, we are going to be expanding. We're going to be embracing Game 2 here. Shameless setting up his own natural. Likewise, so is Art. Both players are expanding. And we'll see where we tech from here. Do we go for a Twilight Council, Stargate, or Robo? I mean, if it was a Stargate, we would have already seen one by now. True. Would have seen a Stargate already. So I'm leaning towards, once again, Blink. Hallucinations being sent out. There is a Twilight Council for Shameless working towards Blink. And Art should be doing the same. There we go. Blink versus Blink. Hallucination will confirm. Art likewise moving out, getting in position. Looking to threaten the natural. And with additional Stalkers, Art, he can actually get some damage done here. And forces back the Stalker. Doesn't have a force field available, but he can go for the Pylon. And the Pylon is going to go down. Nice pick off here by Art. Does threaten the army. Kills the Pylon and backs up. Backs up with the Sentry. Blink is now starting. And Shameless even getting supply block for a moment there. Now that there are extra warp ins, Art, he should respect this army, should get out of here before he gets force fielded. There we go. Pulls away. Art pulls away. Building up more Stalkers. Blink is being researched. Squeeze the apples. Yeah. Needs to make his... There it is. Oh, look at it. There's the apple juice. Ah. Beautiful. The only thing we have is grapes. True, true. Needs to settle for some grape juice instead. That's all we have. Uh-huh. Why did apple juice become a meme? Oh, yeah, yeah. There is a delay on stream, but because of this. Because of... Every single time Shameless plays, he throws down the juice. It's what empowers him. The apple juice. Even here, you can... it's everywhere. Apple juice under the Nexus. Under the first Pylon. Might be under this Nexus as well, for all we know. It's all powered by the apple juice. But here we go. Art is going to be pushing. Once again, we'll threaten the third. Blink is done for both players. Cancel the pylon. Artie pulls away. Getting his own third. Going for the linear third base as opposed to Shameless getting the triangular third. Art's third is much more safer. It's much more secure as you have to knock down rocks or blink over the wall to gain access to this area. Ooh, as Adepts say, shade into the natural. They get 3. They get almost 4. 3 probes. 3 probes go down. Artie pushes in. Oh. Gets a sentry. Stalker as well. Another trading 2 for 2. But the sentry vehicles are key here for Art. As he does retreat. Oh my god, as Art, he does punish, getting another Stalker. Intense trades here between our players, but again, Shameless did lose extra sentries. Behind this, we do see Shameless taking into charge, into +1. +1 also on the way for Art, but into Immortal production instead. So Art is going for a more Immortal heavy composition. Instead, Shameless going for a more Gateway heavy composition with charge lots. Oh, meanwhile, it's going to be Immortal into Glaive Adepts. Okay, very committed here by Art. Glaive Adepts, they don't scale well into a longer game state, but they do well. Let's see what I said there. But they do well against charge lots. Specifically, against charge lots, they also do well just locking down an army. It's going to be very committed by Art. He's setting up for a 3-ways push. Is setting up. Extra gateways on the way, extra warpins as well. Art will soon push, and it's going to be a tough hold for Shameless. As Hallucination does dip in. Getting a full scout. Shameless getting a 4th. Again, Shameless, he's investing into what? Into his economy. He's investing into his economy. Meanwhile, Art, less so. Because that is 4 extra gateways on the way. That's a lot of gateways. That's going to be, what, like a 9-gate setup? Jesus. And we're waiting for those Adepts. War Prism's on the way. With the War Prism, we can reinforce across the map. And Art, he will soon pull the trigger. He will soon send everything across the map. And Shameless, can he hold? I feel like a lot of this is going to come down to the Archons. Now, Archons, they do amazingly when it comes to trading against the units like Zelts and like Adepts as well. Army is spotted. Archons are ready. And can Shameless hold? Where's that War Prism? War Prism coming in from behind. We do need an extra wave of Warpins. There we go. Reinforcements on the way. Getting into Stalkers. Nice force fields here, but they are going to be shut down by the Archon. And Shameless, he doesn't have the Prism. Prism goes down. And no more reinforcements. No more War Prism here for Art. But he may have too much anyway. Yeah, the Immortals, they break through. 1 Immortal goes down. 2nd Immortal as well. There's 1 Immortal left. Art, he's running out of steam. He's running out of army. He's being forced back. He has to retreat. Again, if he had the War Prism, he could keep going. But the Prism is still being rebuilt. It's still on the way. Shameless holds. Whew. Shameless, he does hold on. Instead, Art, he does rotate. Goes for the mineral line. Gets 2 probes, rotates back around. Adepts, they get into, oh my god, they get into the 4th. 5 probe kills. Remember, Art does not have a 4th of his own. He is all in. Art is all in at this point. Against the Observer. Archon's still low energy. Low shields, I should say. No shield battery, no overcharge. And Art, he has to blink back. Observer goes down. We have more reinforcements. Does Art have enough? It looks like he barely does. There is a shield battery. There's an overcharge. That overcharge is going to be necessary to hold. God, but there are just so many Adepts. Nice spread here by Art, avoiding splash damage. 1 Archon finally goes down. And the 2nd Archon, there's the overcharge. Oh my god, barely keeps it alive. The Archon lives. Yeah, the overcharge just in time. And Art, he's running out of steam. He's running out of units, going for a Desperation Dark Shrine. Went behind. And now he takes the 4th. Art, he realizes he cannot break Shameless. He barely cannot. If he had not lost that first War Prism, I do think he could have, though. Pokes in, is getting caught out. Shameless will clean this up. At the same time, though, Adepts, they shade into the 3rd. They get 5 more probes. Ooh, but that's a brutal loss. The Immortal! The Immortal goes down. And now Art, he's in trouble. What is Art's army looking like? This is his army. 0 Archons, 0 Immortals. +2 is finishing up for Shameless, and Shameless is getting ready for his own counterattack. He's getting ready to punish Art for the all-in that failed. Shameless, he's ahead in upgrades, he's ahead in army, he's ahead in the composition of the army as well, with plenty of Archons and now an Immortal. That's more than what I can say for Art. Knocks down the rocks and he's going for the third. You see shield batteries are on the way. 3 shield batteries here for Art. DT has arrived. The DTs are getting a lot of damage. They're killing probes across the map. So many probes are falling. No shot. But there's an observer with the main army. So the main army can overwhelm. Bust into the mineral line, chasing down the main force here as well. The Stalkers, the Adepts. DTs are wreaking havoc. They just eviscerate the economy here of Shameless. But it's all about the main army. You know, that's what matters here. Shameless says that his main army is uncontested. There's the overcharge. Overcharge runs out. Archons, they stutter step forward. And as long as Shameless keeps that observer alive, he should be fine. He should be fine. As he breaks through, shuts down the force field, busts into the main, juggling in. The final Immortal. He gets chased down. And there's just too much. GG gets called, and Shameless will be the second player to take a map off of Art. GG. GG, well played. Shameless does tie things up 1-1. Again, it was a very intense all-in, but very nice unit control when it came to the Archons. The Archons, they were able to hold their own, but I do think the game-winning move for Shameless was sniping the War Prism. He sniped the War Prism twice. Without that Prism, again, there was no reinforcements. RT lost a lot of momentum, he lost a lot of steam, and he just ran out of it towards the end there. And was overwhelmed himself. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations to Shameless. And with that, I believe, does that conclude our group? Does that wrap up the group stage? Just trying to catch up here with all these results. It looks like Proto Xaver versus Nikic is still ongoing. Strange towards Wayne. Very impressive. Strange takes down Wayne 2-0. Oh my god. But we are still waiting for Proto Xaver versus Nikic to wrap up as well, as they are mid-series. They are mid-series. But that should be us wrapping up. We should be wrapping up here as we head on over to the Wikipedia page. !B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the back yourselves. We do get a gander here. We can have a look here at the group. Strange and Art, the top of the group here with an 8-2 scoreline. Now, I believe they are tied in the map score. That is true. But if you look at the head-to-head, Art did take down Strange 2-0. So Art took down Strange 2-0. So Art, he should be the number 1. Art should be number 1. Strange would be number 2. And I believe Wayne is going to be number 3. So these 3 players will make it through. And I do think that this has to be recalibrated when it comes to who's number 1 and who's number 2. Just because I believe it comes down to head-to-head. So Art will still maintain that first place. If Shameless had 2-0'd, then Strange would have gotten first place instead. So that is going to be the conclusion of the group stage. Meanwhile, I mean, shout out to Shameless, Nikic, and Proto Xaver. Nikic did struggle a little bit. Proto Xaver was able to be one of the only players to take a map off of Art. So GG, well played. It was a great debut as well. I've never casted him before, but he had a very aggressive style. Likewise, Shameless came close. Shameless came very close to making it out of the group stage as well, but barely did not edge it out. Very close. And very close scoreline with Wayne. Wayne ended 5-5. Shameless ended 4-6. You know, one more win and they would have been tied, and I mean, still would have gone the way of Wayne because Wayne did win head-to-head, but still very close. Very close between Shameless and Wayne. GG, well played. Tomorrow, in 21 hours' time, we have Group B. You can see here we have UED Soldier, Replicant, Nicorite, Young Yakov, Milky Cow, and GG Machine. My eyes are mainly going to be on Nicorite and Young Yakov. I do rate them both very highly to make it out of the group. When it comes to third place, I think I do rate GG Machine slightly higher than some of these other players, but Milky Cow is really unpredictable. I love casting Milky Cow. He's very aggressive, very cheesy, unpredictable. Milky Cow is just a wild player. Hopefully I can cast a Milky Cow next tomorrow. What's the first round actually? Oh, we know what we want. 100%. I just mentioned who's the two to make it through. 100% Young Yakov and Nick Racht. They are the favorites to make it out of the group, and they're facing off in the first round. So we have to cast that. So in 21 hours time, Young Yakov versus Nick Racht is going to be on this channel. So yeah, make sure to tune in. Make sure to tune into Group B. And then in 2 days, we have the playoffs. We have the playoff bracket, the quarterfinals, semis, and the grand finals as well. Now, if you are unsatiated, if you want some more StarCraft, I did just mention that we have 2 more casts in between Firegrow Cup. So we got a lot of casting, a lot of casting to do. I mentioned before, but quickly going over it. In 8 hours time, we're going to be live here on this channel with the KSL if I don't pass out. So I'm going to try and nap before KSL and get a couple of hours of sleep, and then hopefully be rejuvenated to go into the Korean StarCraft League. And in how many hours? In 16 hours time from this message, we're going to be live with Alima League. Alima League is going to be in 16 hours. KSL is in 8 hours. And then, of course, we have day 2 of Firegrow Cup in 21 hours. So three more casts in the next 24 hours. Let's go. Let's go. Wish me the best. I'm gonna try and, you know, I'm gonna try and like stay rested. I'm gonna try and rest up for it all, and have plenty of food, and, you know, be energized for all the casting that we have to do this weekend. It's going to be an intense couple of days. Bit of a PSA as well. Again, Alima League will not be on Twitch. We cast Alima League on Chijijik instead. That is the Korean streaming platform. If you missed out on the last 2 weeks of Alima League, it's all on YouTube. It is all on YouTube. Do check it out if you wish. If you want to tune into some Alima League, it is all uploaded there. If you wish, if you want that. It does take us a couple of days. It takes us like 2 or 3 days to upload Alima League to YouTube, just because we have to render every single VOD. It is a time-consuming process, but again, like 2 to 3 days is usually what it takes to get all that going. So do check it out. Otherwise, hope you've all been enjoying yourselves. Hope you'll enjoy yourselves. All right, SEL, the StarCraft Evolution League. We will not be casting the full championship live. We're going to be casting it via replays. I'm going to be casting it via replays instead, so that is a bit of a heads up. Throughout the course of the week, we will be covering StarCraft Evolution, and I might be bringing and dragging Yaku on to cast as well. That may be the plan. Also, I just realized, because we're casting so much this week, it may actually take a little bit longer to upload Alima League VODs, because obviously I can't render while I'm casting. So that is a bit of something to bear in mind as well, unfortunately. Something to bear in mind. Otherwise, we are wrapping up here. And again, if you want to support this event, shout out to Middle VK. Middle VK, he is a Protoss player, but he has been he used to be a very active competitor. He still does compete, but nowadays he's been becoming more of a streamer, and he's been organizing his own events. You know, already he's been hosting Firegrow Cup 4 times now here. Sorry, 3 times. This is the 4th edition of Firegrow Cup. It is a monthly tournament. There are open qualifiers, there are invites, and yeah, it's just a great way to support the region, to support the more CIS region as well. So much love to Middle VK, and much love to all of our competitors here tonight. Otherwise, we are done. We are done for the time being. I'm probably going to go get some breakfast. I'm probably going to go work on some VODs, and then I'll try to get some sleep. Try to get some sleep before KSL. That is the plan. Otherwise, just catching up. Standings are rating strange of art because he went 4-1-0 in series instead of 3-0-2. Oh, we'll have to look into it. I have to look into it. Confused about the oh, good. But yeah, sorry, this was a best of 2. Best of 2, not a best of 3. Best of 2. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for the support. Again, if you want some more StarCraft, we're going to be live all weekend here on the channel and over on Chijijik as well. Otherwise, we do appreciate the support, and we'll see you guys in 8 hours time. We'll see you guys in 8 hours. Enjoy yourselves. When it comes to other content that's happening over on Twitch, we're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid, so give them some love, give them some support, and yeah, spread the love here to some of these other streamers. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Until then, hasta luego. Ciao. Ciao. Hasta luego. Also, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. Follow us everywhere. See you next time.